The deep interconnectedness of plants with the cosmos and their omnipresent, nourishing and caring attitude towards all living beings makes it very easy, in fact, to fall in love with their essence and develop an unending admiration for the unfathomable intelligence of nature present in them. And through them we are connected with the creative spirit behind all things. Smelling an essential oil means we inhale the very consciousness of the plant. We connect directly with its subtle celestial energy field or cosmic healing vibration in our physiology. We enliven some of the self-expanding, self-transcending flow of the more subtle, more powerful energies of light from the medicinal plant to us, and from the medicinal plant in its oil onto our olfactive system, our brain, our nervous system, our whole organism. Why is that possible? Because we as human beings ourselves are made of light. This is light crystallized into matter and shaped into a human body. We have known for quite some time already. Quantum physicists tell us that there is actually no matter. There's only energy and vibration. Essential oils help us to rediscover our quantum body of light. This can happen consciously if we are sensitive enough, or unconsciously also. These essential oils can make us reconnect with our inner world, our spiritual essence, where all true healing begins. Let us remember, at the depths of us, right within the final levels of our nervous system and all its wonders, resonates the light of the universe. When we look at the plants, producing fragrance and color in abundance, particularly in the plant kingdom, means the spiritual principle in the plant. It means the subtle or astral connection of the plant. And for us it means healing by getting infused by the plant's aura, or said otherwise, absorbed and get imbibed by the quantum bliss of creation. Plants and their essential oils restore balance on all levels of the human system. They increase our energy, change our moods, protect us against negativity, heal our wounds, and cure the most vicious diseases, often not accessible by modern medicine. For ages, they have been used by our ancestors, healers, shamans, yogis, seers. We know that today. Essential oils are the result of a biochemical transformation induced by cosmic light. As carriers of this energy or prana, they are the most miraculous gifts of nature. Their connection with us humans is the story of an ancient alliance. So, as the ancient healers and seers of human history recognized, there is a primary life force acting in the universe which bestows all the energy and intelligence we need for sustaining and evolving in our existence here on Earth. And this primary substance, as Nikola Tesla called it, we find it all around us and in us. Long ago, Nikola Tesla said, "I recognize that all perceptible matter comes from the primary substance, of a tenuity between conception and filling all space, the akasha or luminous ether, which is acted upon by the life-giving prana or creative force, calling into existence never-ending cycles, all things and all phenomena. The primary substance, thrown into infinitesimal worlds of prodigious velocity, becomes gross matter." End of quote. And this gross matter, created from the vortex of prana, if we want to say so, foremost we can find it in medicinal plants and their essential oils. And why is this? Because plants carry within themselves the first impulses of life on our planet, long ago, before all other species could appear. In their primordial energy, they share the basic principles of cosmically intended evolution with us, and therefore can fill us with the magic of their amazing organic dynamics. Nothing could happen before them, we can say. They still contain the primary connection within their subtle structures. The connection between the plant kingdom and mankind is obvious. We as human beings, and in a cosmic sense, are truly rooted in plant life. Or as Rudolf Steiner, founder of anthroposophy, said, man is a plant turned upside down. The same is expressed in a sense in Rig Veda, the 10th mandala, the oldest text of mankind, which says, this cosmic tree has its roots in heaven. Yes, we are this cosmic tree, with our roots anchored in the subtle realms of creation. It is from here that we drink the true nectar of life. So then, we have to ask us, what makes us rise to our roots? Are there elements, apart from our own strivings and yearnings, which can assist us discover, maintain, and even intensify this subtle connection with the creative life force? There is no doubt we are rooted in the light of the universe, or to say it in modern terms, we are rooted in the luminous ether of the beginning of time. We actually are this prana, this intelligent life force of creation. And the plants, and especially the medicinal and fragrant plants, are all partners with us in this. So we may want to say, taking care of our roots is taking care of our spirit. Plants and essential oils help us to connect the high and the low, the ethereal and the terrestrial in us, the as above so below, as the alchemist said, grounding and opening up to our innermost nature, which is rooted in living the polarity of heaven and earth, and which, when realized in us, equals heaven on earth. A healthy life is the answer to entropy. The better our food and the purer the medicinal plants and their essential oils we use, the higher is the orderly structure they create within us. And the better we connect with our inner world of joy and contentment, which we want to rediscover in this life, the stronger will be our own vitality also, and the positive influence on our health and well-being, and the well-being of all others around us also. We can state, the living structure of plants reflect the inner spiritual order of the universe, which is made of cosmic vibrations, cosmic primordial light. When we use the orderly structure of plants, we absorb materialized solar cosmic energy, and with this counteracting the second principle of thermodynamics, whereas all in the universe tends towards a state of growing entropy or chaos. And this starts on a subtle physiological level within our central nervous system, as we have seen, where every healing has to start anyway. As we know today, confirmed by modern research, every medicinal plant has a number of healing effects pertaining to its special energy fields. And as we all discover more and more, an essential oil is not only defined by its diverse active ingredients, as they are called, but by the totality of many compounds and also by its trace elements, including its mysterious biophotonic energies. All this matches with the human organism in an intrinsic way and fills up our specific energy holes, or we can say ailments, like key and lock. What a miracle! If we want to see clearly, we can say plants have developed and assembled a nearly infinite number of biochemical compounds over millions of years, also as a successive response to challenges from the environment, of course, be it climatic changes, soil condition changes, animals, particularly insects, etc., etc. The essential oils are crystallized vegetal medicine, time-tested, super rich in diversification, amazingly powerful in the hands of those who want to know more about self-healing. And self-healing is one of the urgent themes of our time. One more aspect of our fragrant medicine from nature, it is never single-oriented, never linear. Its polymolecular aspect makes it variable in its healing effects, often very personal, often contradictory, ambivalent, unpredictable in its hidden positive side effects. It needs a while to understand that nature does not function in an automatized way, as we often would like to believe. Nature is complex and often paradoxical. I mean with this, it is imbibed with prana, or with para, the beyond, as it's translated from Sanskrit, which means relishing that level where the union of opposites is the law and where seemingly conflicting elements coexist for creating more creative, more holistic results. What a difference to allopathic medicine. Just to give you a few examples. Peppermint oil helps, for example, simultaneously against nervous, hepatic, skin, circulatory, immune, intestinal and psychological disorders. Fortunately, scientific research can prove this today. And what about this? An essential oil extracted from coriander seeds has shown dramatic results against all major foodborne bacteria, like the pathogenic forms of Escherichia coli and many others. Or this year, research clearly indicates that clove bud essential oil is highly antifungal towards all tested fungal species, such as Candida albicans, Penicillium citrinum, etc. And what about bay laurel oil, for example? It is famous for its effect on ENT, the ear-nose-throat problems, on all kinds of respiratory disorders. The anti-infectious, expectorant and mucolytic properties of bay laurel make it a good choice for the treatment of all kinds of viral infections of the respiratory tract. That may ring in our ears today by thinking vaporizing and diffusing bay laurel oil, we can find high efficiency against airborne germs, particularly those creating flu, bronchitis, candidiasis, phlegm and sinusitis, etc. The antiviral properties of bay laurel essential oil have been the subject of well-documented research. For example, a study led by Monica Luizzo from the Faculty of Pharmacy of Calabria in Italy. It has shown the in vitro activity of the essential oil of bay laurel on the SRS COVID virus responsible for the SRS epidemics in 2003. So then let us state, our direction is energy medicine. No real medicine can be successful without addressing the core of our being. And the medicinal plants and their oils, hydrolates, herbal extracts, etc. can guide us in this. Working on our personal energy field with essential oils, be it via massage, inhalation, oral absorption, etc., means to work from the subtlest level of chi or of prana or ojas, another word of Sanskrit for light, and can offer repair on those purely energetic levels where imbalances first start. This level is always within reach through the most easy ways. For example, simple aroma massage, of course, olfaction, touch and breathe. Truly, it is all about energy medicine. More than ever before, it has become clear. Over the last decades, aromatherapy has not only made a strong contribution for a better understanding of the power of medicinal plants, but has also given us access to a new way of applying medicine. There is this marvelous depth in essential oils, linking them to oldest folk medicinal knowledge, and at the same time offering the most rigorous scientific comprehension of their innumerable effects and their positive side effects too. Do we remember that fumigation, ointments, extracts as well as essential oils, all based on medicinal plants, were used for thousands of years in many parts of the world to fight disease? In the early 16th century, for example, the famous astrologer and physician Michel de Nostredame, known as Nostradamus, fumigated whole villages with aromatic plants to fight off the plague. The Black Death had come back after its furious attacks on the old continent of Europe in the 14th century, when more than 80 million people had died from the Black Death within a few years. That is more than 1/3 of the population of Europe at that time. The aromatic substances or essential oils of the herbs fumigated by Nostradamus to disinfect plague-ridden areas in the south of France are now precisely known for their antibacterial and antiviral properties. It comprises thyme, oregano, mountain savory, and many others. They were all largely available in Provence, and their concentration of phenol compounds was high enough to procure sustainable and repeatable results. If the essential oils of these and other medicinal plants had been made more available on a collective scale and their properties understood, Europe would not have undergone this amazing tragedy of losing a third of its population to the devastating effects of the plague epidemics. Nostradamus himself did not use book knowledge or scientific research. It was more through the intuitive channels of their consciousness and the direct experience of orally transmitted folk medicine that physicians and healers of this time approached disease. And it has been this way until the uprise of modern allopathic medicine, with its blessings and its curses. But we have alternatives today. In fact, aromatherapy is ancient and even secret in a way, but also very modern and direct. Over 12,000 independent research studies on essential oils have contributed to a great extent to place aromatherapy on a level of a serious science in the domain of alternative medicine. A more systematic understanding of the subtle workings of essential oils and aromatic molecules is coming up today. And with this, we gain also more tools for applications in fields such as energy medicine, quantum healing, psychospiritual self-healing, etc. Indeed, today we are experiencing a new era of natural medicine as an answer to the many failures and shortcomings of modern allopathic approaches. It is basically the answer of the organic versus the non-organic, the holistic versus the isolative, the human versus the technochemical. This era leads us to new understandings of health, of nutrition, environment, social ethics, and spirit. Therefore, we do not need to reinvent the wheel. Everything universal or true, everything which has to do with the eternal continuum of life in the universe, whether gross or subtle, and everything which has to do with real healing as well, is already there. We just need to remember as it was before and connect us with the modern research together and science into a true medicine of life. Aromatherapy revives mankind's ancient approach to healing by using essential oils, as well as carrier oils and hydrosols from all kinds of ethno-medicinal traditions around the globe. Of course, our global ancestors did not use science the way we do today. Their scientific way to proceed, as we have seen, was foremost an internal process, but encompassing into a far more extended form of the inner worlds and our cosmic connections at the same time. We can truly say, for the first time in history, also due to our own global connectedness, we have access to the traditional healing treasures of the world in our hands, many of them even in our own home pharmacy, for powerful, preventive and efficient self-care and self-healing. So, we can take responsibility for our own health in numerous ways and become our own guardians of personal well-being. It is the beauty and destiny of humankind to rediscover today the amazing secrets not only of the human energy fields, but of all energy fields stretching from the more physical to the most subtle realms of creation. Once we as humans will be collectively aware of these basic forces, or these basic energy fields, and know how to consciously connect with them and enhance them, our planet will make a quantum leap in evolution in the direction of universal knowledge and harmony. Man's position in the universe will become more and more evident. Humanity will be capable to live in peace and in full accord with the laws of nature.